Hello students, welcome to online classes of Sri Mahavir International School, Kishangarh, Renwar. Today we will discuss about chapter number 2 of Geography, that is the structure of the earth, and you will learn from this chapter about the three layers of the earth, that are crust, mantle and core, and the difference between rocks and minerals. And then after we will discuss in this chapter about different type of rocks. There are three type of rocks. Number 1, igneous rocks. Number 2, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. And then we will discuss what is rock cycle. And finally you will learn from the chapter the rocks go through a cycle of transformation and importance of rocks and different types of rocks and the layer of the earth. It means this chapter deals with the structure of the earth. It explains the different types of rocks and minerals. This chapter also discusses the importance of rocks and their cycle of transformation. Now let's start the chapter. You know that what will we discuss in this chapter? About the three layer of earth, then after meaning of rocks and minerals, then after types of rocks, and then after we will discuss about rock cycle and the importance of rocks. In this chapter, we will study the sources that provide us information about the Earth's interior, earthquake, volcanic eruption, and deep mines. It means from this chapter, we will gather information about the Earth interior like earthquake, volcanic eruption, and deep mines. Now, first we will discuss about structure of the Earth. The earth is divided into three concentric layers: crust, mantle or core. It means that the earth have three layers. Number 1, crust, number 2, mantle, and number 3, core. Each of these layers has its own characteristics, and each layer have a special characteristic or special feature. Let us learn more about them. Now we will discuss these three layers one by one. Number first, crust. The crust is outermost layer of the earth's surface. When we will talk about three layer, then the outermost layer or the uppermost layer is crust. The thickness of the crust varies from 5 to 8 km beneath the ocean and to an average of 35 km under the continental landmass. And when we will talk about the thickness of the crust, then it is different in ocean and continent. In ocean, its thickness is approximately 5 to 8 km deep, and in continent its deep is 35 km average. Number third feature, the main element that make up the crust are silicon and aluminium and magnesium. There are main three elements that are found in the crust. These are silicon, aluminium and magnesium. And the main component of the continental landmass are silicon and aluminium. Thus it is called Sial. It means the crust have three elements: silicon, aluminium and magnesium. But out of these three, there are two important components that are silicon and aluminium, and we use symbol silicon for Si, and we use Al symbol for aluminium, and this layer also known as Sial. Si means silicon or Al means aluminium. The oceanic crust is called Sima. It is the made up of the silicon and magnesium. And when we will talk about oceanic crust, it means crust also divided into two categories. Number first, continental crust, and number second, oceanic crust. And continental crust is known as Sial, and oceanic crust is known as Sima, because it made of silicon and magnesium. That's why it is known as Sima. The density of the crust is less than 3 degree per cubic centimeter, and the density of this layer is 3 gram per Celsius. The oceanic crust is denser than the continental crust, and the oceanic crust is less dense comparison continental crust. This is the first layer of the earth, that is crust. It means crust have three elements: silicon, aluminium and magnesium, and it is the outermost or uppermost layer of the earth, and its thickness is different in ocean and in continent. In ocean its thickness is 5 to 8 kilometer, and in continent its thickness average 35 kilometer. And crust is divided into two categories: oceanic crust and continental crust. Oceanic crust is known as Sima because it made up, and it there is are found mainly silicon and magnesium element. And continental crust is known as Sial because there are mainly two elements are found: silicon and aluminium. Now number second, mantle. The layer below the crust is called the mantle. It means the second layer after the crust is mantle, and middle layer of the earth is mantle. Its thickness, when we will talk about thickness, its thickness is 2900 kilometer thick, and the crust thickness is different in both ocean and crust, but mantle thickness average is 2900 kilometer thick. It is mostly made up of silicon, iron and magnesium, and the mantle have main three elements, that are silicon, and we use symbol silicon is Si, and we iron, and we use in scientific method symbol is Fe, and magnesium means Mg. Its density varies between 3.5 and 5.5 gram per cc cubic centimeter. It means its density is different from 3.5 to 5.5 gram per cubic centimeter. The mantle consists of two layers, and it also divided into two categories. Number first, upper mantle, and number second, lower mantle. And the average temperature of the upper mantle is 870 degree Celsius. And when we will talk about the temperature of upper mantle, then it is 870 degree Celsius. And while the lower mantle has an average temperature of 2200 degrees Celsius, and the second, that is lower mantle, has average temperature 2200 degree Celsius. The mantle is in a semi-solid state. It means semi-solid, it means there are both type of elements are found, liquid and solid, but in crust there are only most of solid elements, solid part is available, but in mantle solid and liquid both part is available. Now number third, core. The innermost layer of the earth is called the core. It means lowest layer of the earth or innermost layer of the earth is core. Its thickness is about 3,500 kilometer, and its thickness is 3,500 kilometer, and it is made up of, and this layer is made up of nickel, and the symbol of nickel is Ni, and the iron, and the symbol of iron is Fe, and hence is known as Nife. That's why it is known as Nife. It means Ni means nickel and Fe means ferrous, and ferrous is the symbol of iron. Fe is the symbol of iron, and in this layer most of nickel and iron element are available. That's why it is known as Nife. Its density is about 11 G per cc. The core is divided into the two part, and core also divided into two part, outer core and inner core. And the outer core has a temperature of 3700 degrees Celsius and is in a molten state. And you know that outer temperature have outer mantle has a temperature 3700 degree Celsius, and the inner core has a temperature of about 5000 degrees Celsius, but is still in a solid state. But outer mantle have 3700 degree temperature Celsius, and it is in the form of liquid, but inner core has a temperature 5000 degrees Celsius, and it is still solid state. This is because of extreme pressure exerted by the weight of the rocks that lie above it, and the region of the inner core of solid is pressure that exerted by weight of the rocks that lie above it. Dear students, these are the three layers of the earth. Number first, crust, and I am revising in short of these three layers. Number first, crust. Crust is outermost or uppermost layer, and the thickness of this layer is 5 to 8 kilometer deep in ocean and 35 kilometer average depth in continent. And the main element that are found in this layer, silicon, aluminium and magnesium, but mainly two elements are found in this layer of continental crust. That's why it is known as Sial, because of availability of silicon and aluminium, and oceanic crust is known as Sima because of availability of silicon and magnesium, and density is 3 G per cc. And number second, mantle, that is the second layer of the earth, and average depth is 2900 kilometer, and the main element that are found in this layer, silicon, iron and magnesium, and the density of this layer is 3.5 G per cc to 5.5 G per cc. And this layer is divided into two categories. Number first, upper mantle, number second, lower mantle, and the average temperature of the upper mantle is 870 degrees Celsius, and the lower mantle has a average temperature of 2200 degrees Celsius, and it is in a semi-solid state. Number third, core. Core is the innermost or lowest layer of the earth, and the average depth of the layer is 3500 kilometer, and it is made up of nickel, iron. That's why it is known as Nife, and the average density of the layer is 11 G per cc, and it is also divided into two categories, outer core and inner core. Outer core has average temperature 3700 degrees Celsius, and it is in the form of molten state, and the inner core has a temperature of about 5000 degrees Celsius, but it is in the form of solid because of the pressure exerted by the weight of the rocks that lie above it. And dear student, you know that when we go toward the upside, then there will be, it means when we will discuss in atmosphere chapter, when we will go upside in the atmosphere, the temperature rise in atmosphere or average is 165 meter per degree Celsius rising of the temperature. It means when 1 degree Celsius temperature rise, when we go toward upside approximately 165 meter, and when we goes toward downside, it means in the earth, then the temperature goes down approximately 32 meter per 1 degree Celsius. It means 1 degree Celsius temperature decrease when we goes down 32 meter downside. Now second point, rocks and minerals. Now we will discuss about rocks and minerals. Minerals are naturally occurring inorganic substances found in the earth crust. It means minerals means that inorganic substances that are found earth crust. It means minerals are mainly found in the outermost layer of the earth, and that is crust. They contain a single or a combination of element, and minerals can be a single or can be a combination of element. They have defined chemical composition and physical properties, and minerals also have a defined chemical structure or chemical composition or physical properties. They may be metallic like iron and copper, or non-metallic like mica and sulfur, or even energy mineral like coal and petroleum. It means minerals are divided in different category. Like number one, metallic. It means that have a metal, example iron and copper. And minerals can be non-metallic also, like mica and sulfur. And minerals can be also energy minerals. It means those minerals that produce energy, like coal and petroleum. Minerals have a wide range of color, hardness, texture, and luster. It means minerals are different in color, hardness, texture, and luster. Diamond is the hardest mineral, white talk is the softest, and we will talk about the hardest and softest minerals. Then diamond is the hardest and talk is the softest. Now rocks. Rocks are combination of various minerals and include all the solid material of the earth crust. It means rocks is a combination of various minerals, and minerals can be single or combination of element, but rocks are the combination of minerals and include all the solid material of the earth crust. They do not have defined chemical composition, but rocks do not have a defined chemical composition, but minerals have. Minerals have defined chemical composition. Some rocks contain accumulation of minerals in large quantities. Accumulation means mixture, combination of minerals in large quantity, which can be extracted economically. It means some minerals have economic value. It means when we sell, then we get money. Such rocks are called ores. Magne- Magnetite is an ore of iron, while bauxite is an ore of aluminium. Now we will talk about two examples of ore. Then one, magnetite, that is ore of iron, and bauxite is an ore of aluminium. The type of landform, drainage, and soil found in a region depend upon the type of rocks present there. It means the main factor that upon the type of rocks are landform that are found in particular area, drainage and soil. These are the main factors that affect the type of rocks present. Now next point, types of rocks, that we will discuss in next chapter or in next video. Thank you.